in this final little session. We've got 5 people with 2 minutes each about what's the takeaway from this conference. But before we do that, no, it's all right. Yes, we'll go straight into that. Sorry, I've got notes all over this page and I can barely see which order we're supposed to be doing them in. So, as I say, 2 minutes each. What's the takeaway from this conference? First up, Stella Duffy.
Thank you. Good on. I might be taking away Pākehā man tears. Man! Oh yeah! Okay, so one thing I just wanted to share with you. Dion thinks Fun Palaces in Te Reo works as whare tapere. We have the Welsh one, it's Palace Our Hwyl. Make it your own if you want to. Thank you. Okay, what I'm taking away is compassion and courage. Compassion because maybe the museums aren't inclusive yet, but bloody hell the work these 3 days around getting there, around including each other, around paying attention, around listening, around heartfelt engagement, around challenging and being challenged. I'm immensely moved and have been since the first morning. What an end to my homecoming, right? But the other thing is courage, because compassion is with the heart, with passion, and courage in the French comes from cœur, comes from the heart. It's all about heart. I know that you now have to take this back. I know that you have to take this back to people you work with, people who didn't have the benefit of joining in with each other, who didn't get to do this with you, who didn't get buoyed up and beloved for your amazing work by all of these people. And I know that that's hard. And I want you to try and feel the courage and compassion that's in this room for the amazing work that you've all been doing and continue to do. And please believe me when I say I have felt it enormously the whole time I'm here. Pay attention to the compassion you have for each other and for your work. Pay attention to the courage you've exhibited. I know it's going to be tricky for some of you. I know it's going to be astonishing for some of you. But if you can hang on to those, I'm sure that the work you are doing now will only keep bearing more and more fruit. I've been very moved, very grateful. Thank you all so much.
Standing and reading at the same time. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, hura mirach, dames and heren. So, my takeaway, usually Burger King. But for me, I think the last couple of days has been really interesting. Obviously, I work, across the Tasman in Australia with Aboriginal Australian communities, and I think the work that's happening here is really quite amazing in terms of access to collections and the amount of investment that people are making from museums into community. I think, like all of us, change is difficult, and one of the things I say at home is that Aboriginal Australian curators are some of the most professionally developed people in the world, I think, but the museums remain pretty unchanged. And inclusion is a process, and it's to do with your public, but it's also to do with changing. It's about changing your processes to accommodate the worldviews of your Indigenous staff, or your Māori staff, or your Pacifica staff. So you're all doing a really fantastic job, but I'd really encourage you all to do what we're trying to do, which is not just indigenise the public, but what happens behind the doors as well with your own staff, to keep them on board, because they're your greatest asset, and you're all doing really, really great work. So thank you for having me here this year, and I'm going to go get some Burger King.
Tēnā tata katoa, ngā mihi kia koutou, I rangi te kaupapa te rā, I mihi tēnei ki rangi tāne, te iwi o te rohi nei, rātou ki ngā iwi o Aotearoa katoa. Tēnā tātou. It's been fantastic to have everybody here. I guess from my point of view, the people of Rangitane who have been working with us to put this together have been doing huge amounts of work. He's just about falling asleep from all the hours and hours and hours that he's been putting in. Manu, Tahi, Wiremu, Trieste, Te Awi. And I guess from my point of view, this is what goes on, and a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't know this huge amount of work that goes on constantly to tautoko the museums, and have done for years and years and years and years. And everybody just picks up the Te Rākau to do that work. So he mihi nui kia koutou, for all of this. It's really been amazing seeing everybody here. Everybody's working on this same kaupapa of trying to allow people to claim the space, and Huia said it before about allowing community in to do that. And I think we've got so much to do in terms of changing the bureaucracy and getting through the processes to make sure that people can get into these places and get what get what they need basically from us and allow, to do some amazing things that they want to do. So anyway, I'm starting to ramble again. But anyway, ngā mihi nui ka koutou katoa. It's been really fantastic.
Kia ora tātou. I've got to change roles and be not the person I was in the debate. I've got to be the positive guy differently, but this is easy. I am totally in awe of the museum's Aotearoa 17 kaupapa of achievement. You have gone into a place that if I could get all the entertainment sector of New Zealand in the one room, advancing inclusion, I would really just be able to retire. You are now ahead of the work. You are in line with where we will need to move as a nation. And no pressure or anything, but you are all exceptional professionals and you all understand this more now, and you know what to do going home and going back to your place. And because you all are a sector and you meet at least once a year, and then you meet in your groups throughout the year, and you've got organisations like Arts Access to assist you, you're not alone. I think we all need to know that we're a community and you are family in this. It's really very important. And this is what the energy I picked up from you and the various meetings that we've had and the listening that's been going on, is an incredible sense of working together. It's kind of not a competition, it's just this moving forward together. So I totally admire you for this. It's been quite a few years that we've been working in with different museums, and you know the ones that we've visited and that you come to our meetings, but now we're all in it together. So I'm totally grateful to you for advancing inclusion for all people in Aotearoa. Bravo.
Made me cry. You guys are probably sick of my face. Oh, our tapakis. Ko te tūmana ko ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa, ki te hara mai ki konei ki te whakawhiti kōrero i ngā mea o tātou mātua tipuna, ki te haukainga rangitāne, nei rā te mihi atu kia koutou, o tō koutou manaakitanga kia mātou. I guess I'm here because I'm a young person. I want to get out of that. I'm not emerging, I'm established. And I guess a take home or a wrap up for me is that thank you for enabling us MPs, the emerging professionals, to come in and be in this space with you. There's so many faces missing here, and I think I just got a little sad hearing everyone speak on it, so try not to get teary-eyed. What I wanted to give you, I'm going to go over this 2-minute thing because I'm from Wānaniakiwa and we got overtime. But it's something that encompasses something that 2 of my mentors have given me. Aotearoa, she gave me this thing called the 10 Crack Commandments from a creative perspective, and then of course my tuakana Bethany, who taught me the realms of the hip-hop pedagogy and how those tools can be used to create some cool change. So feel free to get your cameras out if you want, because I'm not going to repeat this. And it's copyright for the moment, no copyright for the moment being. Does this work? Oh, that's better. Yeah, my nap. I've been in this game for years, It made me an animal. There's rules to this life, so I wrote you a manual. A step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track and not your wheel pushback. Rule tuatahi, scrap the exclusivity. We're in a new generation, breaking down walls and doors. In the words of Sean Mellon, it's time to share your authority. That's your real kaitiaki responsibility. Tuarua, let everyone know your next move. Others tend to get upset, and I've seen this can get misconstrued, the truth. Culture with institutes can often be token. Let's stop slotting them in at the end. Remove tick boxes and spark meaningful conversation. Take it from us, the up and coming. This can leave your heart broken. Tuatoru. Pay your communities in all ways, monetary, spiritually, verbally, especially via media and interpretive signage written in galleries. They're the closest thing we have to maintaining our histories. Lead relationships with consultancy. This is the finest form of respect and integrity. Tuawha, no, I know you haven't heard this before. Never be shy to share your own supply. To get means to give means you'll get. Our strategic documents need to be kept organic, and we should never forget. Tuarima, always connect where your head rests at. If it weren't for your tupuna, who knows where you'd be at? Walk your land and swim your rivers, understand their stories and all that shimmers. Tua ono, keep your money game lit with no silly tricks. Only way to succeed is if you budget track your shit. Sorry. Think of the bigger picture of this museology game. We're all in this for the same reason, to archive, exhibit and maintain, not gain. Tuawhitu, this rule is so underrated. We're all your hat skills, and who said to keep your family and business completely separated? Matua Charles Royal was right. Money and mana don't mix. It's like hot water with Vicks cause you're sick. Keep your heart to the people and your voice is loud around the table. Listen to the artists around you in order to keep your vision stable. Tuawaru, never keep no weight on you. Remember to laugh and enjoy your youth too. Manakitanga provides noa to tapu. Allow enough budget for waiata, haka, and a massive kaitu. Tua iwa, should have been number one to me. If you ain't partnering, participating and protecting, whose treaty are you honouring? Never get complacent. Get back into your research and revisit your family tree. Whakapapa is a resource full of inspiring things. Te kau. A strong word or consignment, strictly for kaitiaki, prepare for redefinement. When you think things are getting too hard, just remind yourselves that before there was you, there were others who fought even hard. So on behalf of us emerging kaitiaki, preparing to take your jobs and the directorship mahi, follow these rules and you'll be set up for this get up. Museums ain't easy, but they're necessary. So I think Robin White says it perfectly. Access and inclusion are not the same thing, but you can't have inclusion without access. Can I get an amen? Amen.